wonderful to have you here. You look great. You smell amazing from here. Today will be a general reading. We'll go through some just some regular card stuff, and then maybe go through the zodiac. But today is the first three questions, early birds. The first three questions are free, and any questions after that will be $20 per question through Venmo, Angel Radio Tarot, as you see it here. And I can flip the phone around here if you need to see a QR code and maybe scan it through the phone. And I'm CC with Angel Radio Tarot, and I'm only on YouTube. I'm not on any other platform, so don't send your money to anybody. And I don't have the YouTube channel monetized yet, so right now going through that Venmo account is the only way to contribute to the channel financially. But every bit is welcome. If you're a new viewer, you hit the subscribe button so that you can join the chat. Let me know where you're from and let me know what your question is today. And hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for supporting the channel by continuing to play. This is what will grow the channel, the number of subscriptions and the number of subscribers and the number of hours that you allow the channel to play. And so keep me playing in the background, explore the channel, and enjoy. Feeling kind of tight in the jaw. Someone here you got some tightness. Somebody's had like a broken jaw, a locked jaw, or some kind of just really tender right in the back of the jaw here. Go on. I hope you're doing well. We'll give a few minutes to let people roll in here, but it'll be the first three questions will be free read, one question per person, and then $20 per question through that Venmo. So let's just kind of get warmed up here and see what's going on. Someone's going for a walk, and they don't like games. You're going for a walk. You're leaving a situation because you're trying to not having it with these players. There's a bird cage here. It was a trap house situation. Somebody was telling you something to make you like it, and it wasn't a good. Oh my God, it was a massive drama. Always about the thing and the telling the thing, but not really saying and not really anything. Just drama. Too many. There were many involved. And what's on the floor here, someone was acting like a dog or a mutt, trying to make way, trying to keep some storyline going. I am so tired. Everybody's so tired of hearing about this. All the babies are small. All babies are small. Yeah, this is like giving like man baby drama. And I can show you how. They've got something to prove here. They've got something to prove. You're dealing with a man baby. How are you? How is this? If you'd like to join the chat, hit that subscribe button and hit the like button, please, too. It truly does help the channel. Which way did they go? You made an Irish goodbye to some situation. Got rid of this dog that was hanging on you. Let's see. Yeah, that dog just hanging on. He's a tired dog. Somebody's dealing with a Dusty, or I don't know, it could be. I'm getting like barfly boyfriend. Like, I don't know. That sounds like a late night. It's just like you're trying to shed somebody. You're trying to get rid of somebody that's low vibing around you. You welcome somebody into your circle because you were curious. But again, you should be saying no to relationships more than you're saying yes. I was here yesterday. You've been here before. And yet you've just arrived. This is a new This is new territory for you, even though it is the same situation, almost exactly. Yeah, it gives you heartburn. It's like, oh, I've had this meal too many times. Whoa, whoa, who was that? I've had this meal too many times. If that's you, put it in the comments. Ah, gee. It's so nice to have you here. Boy, the room's filling up nicely. This is going to be loud. I'm going to try to drop these gently. We're going to drop some rune stones here. Hi, Patricia. First 3 questions tonight are free. And then any questions after that are $20 through the Venmo account. You can see over my left shoulder. Hi. Patricia Canaro, do you have a question for me today? I'm totally stimming on these stones. I'm sorry if they're loud. What have we got here? What have we got here? Whew. Now I can talk. Patricia Canara, am I with the man I am supposed to marry currently? Are you already married to this man, or are you asking me if you should marry the man you're currently with? Am I with the man I'm supposed to marry currently? I'm gonna read this as, as the guy I'm with, the guy I'm supposed to marry. Is that right? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's drop this here for you. There is definitely new beginnings for you. I do see that you want to marry. Whether this person is, we haven't determined yet. I'm trying to find, change the light. There we go. Can you see that? We're there. Yes. Okay. 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 So you want confirmation on this union then? All right. Well, we'll take this very seriously here. I'm going to ask some guiding protection. This is a very serious question. You're asking about the destiny of your legacy here. Calling in for some resource here. We want some clarity for this question. Is Patricia with the man she's supposed to be marrying? Is this the man she's supposed to marry? And I am just pulling down spirit guide. You use your own discernment. This is a very serious question. Take this just into consideration. You will feel your own inspiration through this. But this is giving some right as rain energy. By the time we have this reading, you'll know. Let's see. You're concerned about if this is an honorable connection. There is honor here. Justice, leadership, authority. They have the potential for leadership and authority. And, guys always want to be a leader. But they're always wanting to take that leadership role. And I have a feeling that this person is capable of that. An honorable leadership of the family, the unit, the defender, and the protector of your unit. Yeah, I see peace, a year of peace, prosperity, fruitful harvest. Careful you don't get pregnant right away. I don't see anything wrong with it. I just see it being a very affectionate honeymoon. Let's see. It would be fruitful if you were leaning that way, but don't go on accident where you wouldn't go on purpose. Give yourselves a chance to be together as a couple first. There's the torch, a vision. There's a revelation here. Let's see if you can see that. Where is it leaning? There we go. There are some things about this person that are yet to be revealed to you. And when they hit, they will strike with clarity. Like they'll be illuminated to you. I don't think you'll be confused about it, but you're going to be kind of like, there's still quite a bit about this person that you don't know. Yeah, there's that year of, you guys will have a wonderful honeymoon. The question is, what about after that first year? Joy, comfort, and pleasure. This would be a good union. It'd be a fruitful union. Like a solid household kind of thing, solid finances. Now, this one was turned upside down. This person may have a little bit of a temper behind them. This is a thorn, a reactive force, defensive and in conflict. Hello, Sakranari. Wealth, abundance, luck, foresight, fertility, creation. Yeah, I get you guys won't have any trouble building the foundation of a house, like the function and the business of the household. But what about this person's little bit of temper? The Die Cut Mysteries, they've got a couple of secrets left to share with you. Double X, don't be blind. Don't be blind to this. You've seen some of this before. Mankind, the self, friends, enemies, and the social order. This person is, your partner is, has like a firm idea about his place in your relationship, like manly man kind of. Like there is some machismo there, and there is a little bit of temper that is hidden. So if you're still engaged, this is the time where you, I don't want to tell you to set this person up to see if they react to you, but this is a good time to ask some deeper questions and to dig on the side of, hey, what really sets you off? I'd really like to know. And you do, too. This could be a bonding opportunity for you if they know that they can share their burden. All right. All right. Baby, I don't really know the words, but I love that part. What, let's see, who's got another question here? Thank you, Patricia Kennard. Thank you for your participation. Jen, 1925, thank you. Hi, hello. Clever Hands, hi. Sakranari, 1010, hi. Hello from India. And Sakranari, you are free, open live reading number 2 tonight. So come on into the room if you're new to the chat and you want to ask your question. We're looking for question number 3 coming up next. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you. I don't really know what's going on up there until I just gotta let it do its own thing. Let's see. Let's get these rune stones put away here. I am not a victim to fashion. It does its own thing. Let's see. Where did my runestone bag go? Here we go. Oofta. Okay. So Sakinrai. And please feel free if I am saying your name wrong. I want people to enjoy all the different cultures of all of my friends from all over the world. So I'm from, West Coast United States. That is a beautiful name. I have no idea if it means anything special to you. I've never heard that name before. And so I welcome everyone to include, sound it out for me in the comment there. And so I say it correctly. I want the rest of the world to know how to say your name beautifully. Okay. So Sakinrai and Kelly Johnson, you're next in the room. And from you two there, we'll take our questions 2 and 3. And then after that, the rest of the live reading, if you want to ask a question and have it answered for you during the live read here, you'll make a $20 donation to this Venmo account at Angel Radio Tarot. Thank you for the hearts. And then I'll be able to answer your question right here. I've got my other phone here, and it's right here at the Venmo. If you want that QR code, pulling it up right here. Simon and Max have joined us. Hi guys, how you doing? Here is that QR code. I don't know, let's see where it picks it up for you. Where does it come into focus? And I've got the Venmo open right here, ready and waiting to see when you send through. So, your question is, Sakenrai asks, so my question is, the girl I love most, Amrita Parmar, left me all of a sudden and blocked me. What is her current energy toward me? My name is Sachin Rai. Okay, great. Amrita Parmar. We're asking gently, because we don't want to stalk and we don't want to disrupt her energy. We don't want to disturb her. Where is she? Is she in kind spirit? We're tapping into the veil here and see if we can find someone on the other side that can peer down over. Yes, Spirit, please peer down over Amrita Parmar. We don't need to know where she is. Just we'd like to know if she's well. What is her mood? What is her mood toward us, if any? Where is that? I feel it closer. I feel it echo of her. Amrita Parmar. She's content. I don't get that she's upset or that she's hurt or... Something else happened in her life that she hadn't shared with you. It could be someone, but I'm getting that this is on an educational goal. There was some goal that she had stewing in the long term. And she had to focus. Is this a she? Is Amrita a she? I don't know your the names, the culture, you know, like I know John Smith in America would probably be a guy. I don't know if Amrita is typically a female name, so on. Go on, you guys. Let me read, please. There's a pairing here. Her focus just had to completely change and cut off anything that was just like, maybe you were too tempting. And would have taken her in a different direction. It would have taken her into a different direction that she was tempted into. Getting, like, it would have been just a complete departure from what she kind of envisioned her life to be. And I get that she wasn't willing to, it wasn't that she wasn't ready to make a jump and go have an adventure. But as far as a long-term lifestyle, I don't think she could see that engagement. And part of this is there's a grown-up vocational obligation. Like maybe she had a family, like a family business. I'm getting a family business or some kind of professional family tie. Okay. All right. Okay, so what's our third question here? I hope that helped. And Kelly Johnson, are you still in the room, dear? You are next for the number 3 of our 3 free questions for our live reading tonight. Any questions after this? After question number 3 will be $20, a donation to this Venmo, Angel Radio Tarot. And I've got my Venmo up here so I can see. And yeah, you can get your question answered live. Kelly Johnson asks, I'm wondering if you can connect with my grandmother and see if there's anything she can tell me. Let's see. Second Ra, you'll have to ask you'll have to follow up that question with another reading, with a different read or $20 donation to the Venmo account. So, hi, Slamming with a 2. Hi, nice to see you again. But Kelly Johnson, connect me with the grandmother and see if there's anything she can tell me. Is your grandmother deceased? She's still living? You have a grandmother that's still alive? I mean, I started immediately to reach across the veil, but it was something about the way you worded that. There's, how far back? Which grandma? Help me out here. I don't want to. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Second Rod. Thank you. Oh, let's see. Good. Okay, Kelly, I want you to think about your grandmother right now. I want you to hold a picture of her in your mind. The sweetest look she has for you. Imagine looking into her face. You guys are doing something together and you look over and look into her face and she looks back at you. Okay? And keep that on a loop for me. Just for I don't know, like 8 or 10 seconds. Doesn't have to be like, oh, we're going to hold this for 15 minutes. No, I want you to connect with the energy that you know her to be, that flavor of who she is. And just keep playing it on a loop. She keeps looking up at you. She keeps looking up at you. That smile. She's got that smile. She's very relaxed with you. You know what she looks like when she's very relaxed. I get that that's kind of, you got to be really close to her for her to relax like that. Not a battle axe, just private. Private. What a tone this is. What a tone this is. Kelly Johnson's grandmother, please share with us. Please, Kelly here's asking for you. What can you tell me? What can you share with me that you would have Kelly Johnson know? I realize I'm a stranger. She's asked me to come toward you. Your grandmother's picking up on the odor of you, the perfume of you, the smell. She used to smell your hair. Yeah, yep. My kid's grandmother used to do this. Smell her socks and stuff. Smell her clothes when she'd go to pick them up for laundry or something. Just like the smell of you. Just smell the top of your head. She still loves you. She's watching over you for sure. She's still watching over you. She's still kissing the where your hair is parted. Kiss you right on the top, right on the front of the, just like right there, right above the hairline. Hello, Cherie McCorkle. Nice to have you in. We're reading for Kelly Johnson right now, trying to reach her grandmother. Let's see. All right. That's so something that somebody used to do to her as a child. What is that? That was how she marked you that way so you would remember her doing that. That what parents will do, these little brain bombs for kids to create core memories. And I'm getting it right here. I'm hearing it very clearly. Did she have a widow's peak above her ear? I'm getting like right in front, just like right in front of the earlobe, you know, just. Well, she's asking me to tell you that when she kissed you on the forehead like that, that was her little core memory brain bomb she was giving you as a present so that you would have that sensation with you now. That was just for you. Anything else here? No, there's no earth-shattering news. There's no big warnings for you. Just that she still recognizes you from the other side. She hasn't been so long that she's drifted off into, you know, ethereal dissipation is kind of the peace that comes out in the afterlife while we're waiting for the next dimension. She's fine. She's content. She still is consciously aware of you. It's like lucid dreaming for her. And it's kind of the same energy whenever she thinks on you, her attention is sort of like swooped right to you and watches you for a little while as you move through your day. And then her daydream kind of drifts off to something else. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Now, if we don't have a question number 4 that anybody is ready for, or is, you know, like has Venmo downloaded, or you're not ready to do that, we're going to go right into a general read. So take what resonates and leave the rest. This will go into some just general throw to warm up a little bit of like get some juices flowing and see what's happening on the general angel radio frequency, and see what yeah, we'll just tune in and see what stories we can pick up. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, just leave it for someone else to appreciate. But allow the channel to play, and please do subscribe and let me know where you're hailing from. Let's see. And we'll go through zodiacs here, giving you a taste of what I would like to provide for you in different levels of membership once the channel does get grown big enough. And that way everybody can get their questions answered. We don't have to go outside of YouTube to do payment stuff if you wanted to donate to the channel, which helps me keep this going. But there'll be different things, you know, later when the channel has enough subscribers and has been played, like has had enough play time. Okay. What are we doing here? All right. We're falling right out here with, you may be in meditation. You're being advised to stay hidden, or there's a legal obstruction having to do with a more formal or more Western religious organization. I'm seeing like the meditative side of you does this in private there, but then there's like the there's the Christian church involvement here is kind of out in front, which is kind of their nature. We're talking about evangelical and morality and judgment, and then you know, if you're a Buddhist, you tend to do these things much more quietly. There's not an evangelical mode to the discipline. So there's some polarization here. There might be some polarization. This is a representation for you, or for whatever your conflict or whatever your issue is. It's very polarized. One is very public and very hardline, and one is very personal and private and a little more explorative in the present moment experience. And plus two, there is definitely like a private spiritual awareness, and then what you are being forced to define yourself as in your spiritual identity to the outside world. Hi, Roy. Nice to have you. Nice to have you here. Just CBA. Hi. Nice to have you. There's a demon hiding in your midst. Yeah, look, it's a freaking crossroads deal. And it's somebody made a deal to hide 7-7. And somebody made a crossroads deal that included a cloaking package for a rider demon. They're presenting as a normal human with you, but they have already welcomed some kind of vice or some kind of secret. Look at this. Yeah, they've got a secret life. There's a closeted situation here. And what they made the crossroads deal is that if you keep this secret, if you can help me keep my secret, I will present as this perfect person. That was their crossroads deal. So yeah, the whole deal was that they get to indulge in their vice, but everybody still gets to think that they're perfect. Their demon is hidden perfectly. Hello, Aquarius Star. Nice to have you here. What else we got going on? Oh, there's some pimp pusher energy here. Somebody is dealing with a sex addict in their life. There's a Pisces. You're a Pisces, or this person might be a Pisces. I get that it could go so far as, hi, thank you for the hearts. Michelle Stringer, hello. I don't want to say that your partner is a sex addict, but I'm getting like the secret sex life thing. If you're really close with your partner, you might start pressing them for, I'm picking up on like a little vibe here, and just so you know, I might be into something like that. And stepping back to clear your head, you might have to take kind of a dissociated position to indulge your partner at this time. Oh, do they? I don't know. I've been dying to figure out what that hype button does. I use my hype points on other people's stuff whenever I'm scrolling through. That's on stuff that's already recorded. I don't know if it's available on live. And I also have no idea how I'm earning hype points to give away. I don't know how that works. But somehow, it's a party. Oh yeah, under the influence. You're intoxicating. What What else do we have? What's going on? What's going on? I want to thank everybody for being here. Somebody is dealing with, not a liar, but someone is deceiving you. There's a Capricorn and it's upside down. This is the deceiver. There's a deception going on, but I get that this is a silly deception. Yeah, I can't make this up. They're clowning. They're clowning. This is part of, it's not a joke at your expense, and it's more like a prank. There's a prank. This Capricorn is having some fun at your expense, but it's all in good fun. I don't think it's going to hurt you. Oh, I had no idea what kind of influence it had. I just love that there's little cartoons going on. Look. I'm a succubus for it. Cartoons! Look at them go! They're flying through the air. They're cute as damn it. Okay. What else do we have? What's our energy? We're still clowning here. We're still clowning. It's a good time. We're having a good time up here, Angel Radio Tarot. I'm your host, Cece. It's great to have you. You look amazing. You smell great from here. Let's see what these cards have to say for you. Let everything resonate, or let everything kind of flow around you, and what resonates, let it land, and what doesn't, leave it for somebody else to appreciate. So just stay and have a good time, relax, and enjoy the read. Okay. There is good reason for you to say this every damn day. I excel at most everything I do. Because you do. It's not hard. It's a mindset. Yes. It's a yes mindset. You're not working for blessings. You're not working for blessings. You've got the mindset of that you are blessed. Oh, we got PD 50. It's not an emergency. That would have been like fire department stuff. I don't know why that would be in there. I'm not getting that there's any fault involved or that anybody's in trouble. Miss Tagri Dai, hi, nice to have you. What was that? What was that? Remain hidden. All right, that's what it was. No, we just got a little flick there that somebody was watching over our shoulders here, checking out what we're talking about. Somebody is monitoring the situation. Just keep it on the down low. Someone's being watched. Someone's just being generally monitored. Our frequency is being monitored. We just picked up some demon watchers. 24 to 48 hours. We're getting notice of something here. You're going to be tagged. Some of you are going to have the attention of, because face it, honey, you're interesting. In the spirit world, you're interesting. You're big and shiny. Everybody's looking at you. There's a Libra. Yeah, big Libra energy. Soak it up, baby. Let them take your picture. Just let them take your picture. You must pass this way, but do not stay. There is a place just ahead without want or need or even sense of fear. Don't be afraid of being looked at. Pay attention to who's looking at you. Look them right back in the eye, too. Let them know you see them looking. That's the energy it's given. It's not a starseed here. This is a muggle. That's right. That's right. I get to stay in your lane. I'm getting like Aquarius star. That's the yeah, this is a muggle that's playing a big game and stepping out of their lane in your way. They got nothing. They got nothing on you. Let's see. Yeah, you are not concerned with social obligations. You are your own lane. You are definitely, like, got... Everybody has their eyes on you because you take up a whole lane on your own. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, people are moving at their own pace, but when you go by, it's like they're at a standstill, and they can't help but notice this big, shiny, fast car coming up in the left lane. Everybody looks at you when you go by. Don't be paranoid. They're looking. They're looking. You're good to look at. Everybody wants to be you. Okay. The hard part is yeah, the misdirection. The lonely at the top thing is that if people are standing back looking at you, they ain't talking to you. And if they ain't talking to you, they ain't talking about you. Exactly. Exactly. And here's the thing. If I'm looking at you and I'm idolizing you, then I am disassociating from being your peer. You are something else above and unbelievable to me. I cannot believe that I would ever be that shiny and that bright. So now I have separated myself from you as a species. You are a god. That level of separation means that I will never be able to share myself with you as a peer. Even though you can look at me and see that we're the same, that bridge will never be crossed. That's why it's lonely at the top. That's the price of elevating. And you got to be willing. Yep. You got to be willing, not under the influence. You got to have your head right. And the trials that you go through when the world forces that situation upon you, that you have to separate yourself for your own safety, for your own survival. And then people finally start to show you the respect, but at a distance. When people distance themselves from you, honey, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them. And stand just as tall as you stand, and don't feel bad because the ants are shorter. Oh. There's a Cancer here. Keeping the faith. Keeping the faith. Don't waste your time wondering what the ants think about. Just keep on. Press forward. Let them see your back. Now, remember this sensation. When you hear that little ants are being haters behind you, it is just as inconsequential. What else do we have for our Cancer here that's keeping the faith? There's a Sagittarius involved here. Keeping the faith. That little speech I just gave was coming out of our Capricorn having faith. That is your... That's your pep talk, Cancer. Somebody's trying to stay out of your DMs because they are... Yeah, you're staying out of the DMs because you're taking your steps across that bridge for elevation. You are taking the steps across the bridge, leaving a whole system behind you, a whole identity behind you. Those people will still come to you and think they know you, but it's just the face of the person they thought they knew before. But you weren't that person to begin with. You weren't who they were trying to make you out to be to start with. They just think they know you, and they could go right back to being acquaintances. There's an awful goddamn lot of people in the world. Yeah, somebody's stepping away from their spiritual conformity. You're stepping away from your formal spiritual group. You're going off planet with this. Hiding out in the open now instead of hiding. This was downturned like it was, you recall just a moment ago. Hi, Sarah Frost. Thank you for joining me. Boy, my right ear just started ringing when I said your name, honey. What's going on? What is going on? Yeah, somebody hiding in plain sight. And their spirit team has failed, or your spirit team is unnecessary. Why is it even mentioning it, your spirit team? Your spirit team has taken a step back, or you're in a place now where your old spirit team was part of that old system. You don't need this spirit team anymore. You have shed this, you shed your backup. Wow. You got to get, you're going to be acquiring a new system for backup, a new framework, a whole new, this is going to turn into a buddy movie for you. An adventure film where you spend the first 40 minutes discovering each member of the new team. All right. Great. I'm so glad it does. I'm so glad it does. All right, let's get into the zodiac here. We're just reaching 45 minutes here. We don't want to stretch it out too late. I don't want to stretch it out too late. I'm a little thirsty. Any more direct questions tonight will require a $20 donation to this Venmo account at Angel Radio Tarot. I've got my Venmo right here in front of me. And let me know when you deposit that, and we'll hit your question wherever we are on the reading. Let's start off with Aries here. We're going to dip into the somnambulist and just pull something quick. We'll just burn right through these. Just a couple of cards each. See what we can develop here and see what we can get a hold of. Knowing that Spirit guide us directly to the message that you would have us know. Share with us your message. Share with us the access to our higher knowing. Spread wide the gates of knowledge. Oh, here we go. Not waiting for an answer. Not waiting for an answer. You're not waiting for an answer. You're not waiting for an answer. Apparently, they're not waiting for a question. Yeah, there's been a full seizure of the process here. Spirit has no questions for us. But yeah, that's not what we're asking. Spirit, no, we don't have any. What? Poker face? We're being told to hold off on this for just a minute. Spirit is guarding the door and telling us, let me double check some shit real quick. So we're going to take that warning. Thank you, Spirit. We'll get into another deck. How about the vocabularium? That's great. I love the vocabularium. The vocabularium is a collection of words that I am loosely or not at all familiar with, starting in the A's from the 11th edition of Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary. I know. What do we got going here? Let's dump a couple here and let's drop Aries on a set. Can we get a download for Aries? One more drop. Too much. Thank you. That'll do it. This is still needing something to chew on. There's more coming. We're still getting the same message here. There's more coming here. Adrenalized, filled with a sudden rush of energy and excited. Whatever is coming for us, for Zodiac in general. They don't want us to let go of this. There's an eagerness to get us the information, but it needs like 3 more seconds to download kind of situation here. All right. Abmesum, the 4th compartment of the ruminant stomach that follows the omesum and has the true digestive function. Yeah, we've got to let this simmer. We can move in. There's other toys to play with here. Acanthus is a prickly perennial herb of the Mediterranean, often depicted at the top of the Corinthian pilasters. There's an art. There's an art being exercised to what we're going to gain by just a little bit of patience here in this live read. We have already been accessing through the veil and talking with the deceased. And I get that that's okay. Okay, I get that. I get that. All right. Kelly Johnson, your grandma has got a crowd rallied on the other side like a family reunion. There's like, oh, this is how this shit happens too. If we get a particularly good connection like we did with Kelly Johnson and her grandmother this evening, all of a sudden there's a flood of relatives that want to come in and ask a question about the living coming from the other side, and it ends up being a crowd rushing the door at my portal. Okay. That was the rush, and that was what we were waiting for. They had a spiritual lobby set up before they opened the gate, because they had to catch like a spiritual airlock, or we would be drawing a bunch of other stuff in with them. There's somebody on the other side vetting. Kelly Johnson, if you would, thank your grandmother for us, please. I get that she's gatekeeping. All right. All right. Well, it sounds like we're going to have seance with Cece this evening. Okay, Spirit. Well, welcome. Who's the first out the accelerando? To musically accelerate in tempo gradually. All right, let's get warmed up here. Ballcock, automatic valve whose opening and closing are controlled by a hollow flat at the end of a lever. You might have a ballcock on the fuel system of a motorcycle. Or ballcock, yeah. Agenesis is the lack or failure of development, like a body part. Somebody's got a little weenie. Somebody's being a chicken shit coming forward. Somebody's being scolded. I see him. There's a grandpa here that wants to smack somebody upside the back of the head. He's got a big bushy gray mustache. He's got a big, he's a big guy. A meathead. Caucasian? No. Mediterranean? He's dark hair, swarthy, Greek. Moloch, a Semitic god to whom children were sacrificed. Your grandpa wants to feed you to the gods. And you're a grown-ass person, I'm getting. This is a man I'm talking to. Bakshish, a payment as a tip or a bribe to expedite service. All right. All right, family. Next in line, please. Abinito, from the beginning. No, I'm not getting any life story here. I don't know. Get them off the podium now. Keep it short. Spiny-headed worm. Yeah, there's a fucking talker here. Aborning. Wow, being born or produced. Being born or produced. All right, all right. Something about when somebody here was born. Yeah, I don't need the whole life story. Somebody here had some kind of problem during their birthing. While you were born, there was some birthing emergency. Adduce, to offer as an example or a reason or proof in a discussion or an analysis. Okay, somebody has proof of what really happened. That's trying to get the proof to you of what really happened during your birth. Or as a result of your birth, if there was another baby or another birth that was disrupted. Perhaps you were a twin. This was, your twin didn't make it. Your twin wasn't viable. Agraphia, pathological loss of an ability to write. So somebody here, there was complications during the birth where your limb, you had one of your hands, pathological loss of an ability to write. So I'm getting that there is motor function that was disrupted because not a birth defect, not a genetic defect, but like you were squeezed in the womb funny and something just didn't have any room to stretch out and grow. So not a congenital defect. I don't know what congenital really means. I always kind of mixed it with genetic or with like having Down syndrome as opposed to a displaced hip. Or I knew a woman whose last 3 pinky toes on her foot were super tiny because her foot, when she was in the womb, was hooked in her mom's ribs and they never had a chance to spread out and grow properly. That kind of thing. Something has affected your hand, your ability to write, or it pinched a nerve and you're numb in the limb and have been since you were born. That's how it happened. Okay, so that was the distinction that needed to be made, that this wasn't a genetic problem, that this was something that happened during your birth, like a pinched nerve, or like some kind of, not a mishandling at your birth, but an accident, a mechanical accident at your birth. That it's like it was a physician's error. I'm getting that a family member had to birth you, or it might have been a physician that birthed you. And they've never been able to say that happened. They took it to the grave with them. Okay? Yeah, they took it to the sky with them. Achiote might be significant, or achiote, a spice made from the red seed of the anatote tree, the seed from which it's made. Your person, your relative, your ancestor that's trying to talk to you about this, that's how you know them. They grew these, or they had them around, this spice. Achiote. Okay. Do we have anybody? That was just those two from the spirit realm. From the on the other side. Everybody seems to be pretty satisfied. I think they're reorganizing. Well, I mean, I made it pretty clear that I can access this whenever we need to. Okay, there's a desire to make this a regular thing. We can certainly do that. I've run other programs before. I've stayed at a seance with CC. Acephalus, lacking a head or having a head reduced, lacking a governing head or a chief, basically lacking leadership. They don't have anybody on the other side to organize this, so it's up to us here to keep seance with CC going. And that means, hi, Blanca Sinclair. Hi, Khadija Tooth Quest. Tooth Crest. No, Khadija Truth Quest. I gotta try to say that again. I'm sorry, that's a tongue twister. Khadija, I don't have a problem with. It's Truth Quest. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you. Hi, that was fun. I wasn't dissing on your name. It's just, that was a tongue twister. It looks great in print. It's hard to say. Perfectly Imperfect Tarot. Hi, nice to have you here. And hey, let me encourage you guys, if you see any other tarot readers come through in the room, go and check them out. Go and check them out. And then come back here. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification button. And if you really are serious about wanting to read and you just don't have the coin for it, you can check out any of my videos or shorts or past recordings. And if you were the first commenter, and you'll see on there, don't make me come chase you down. I won't do it. Include your question. You will be the first commenter, or the first, I called it the first commenter, but it's the first questioner, the first question person. It's the first commenter free read giveaway. It's a personal, pre-recorded, personal read, 15 minutes. And so make sure you introduce yourself. Hi, I'm getting so distracted on this line. Make sure you include your question, and then hit the notification bell so you'll see when I reply to your comment with a link to your comment, your question. And I will never send you outside of YouTube. I'm only on YouTube unless you want to make a donation before the channel gets grown up enough to be monetized. I accept donations at Venmo, at Angel Radio Tarot, as you see here. But I'm not on any other platform. What else? Someone someone got beat up. Someone's feeling like they're beat up. There's a First Nation. Abenaki is being mentioned, but I get that this is a general reference to like all First Nation people, or First Nation as a people, Indigenous people. Bellinet is a compartment of varying volume inside a balloon to control the up and down. It's a compartment of varying volume inside of a balloon to control up and down. Absolute ceiling. Maximum height above sea level. Plane can maintain horizontal flight under standard air conditions. And affable, being pleasant. And at ease in talking to others. Marked by ease and friendliness and a gracious attitude. And then one more here, corrigible, capable of being set right and reparable. So we started out with accost, someone walking up to you and talking shit in your face, and then right into, you know what? The absolute ceiling, the affability, the corrigible, the corrected rogueness. You talk about a people of cultural grace. First Nation peoples in the northern North America. If history ever exhibited an entire culture that showed more grace, wow. Wow. Wow, like really. I want to get out of this. I want to get out of this section here. We're going to get some other cards here. This is getting really obscure. It means something to somebody out there, but it's just making my head swim right now. Anytime you really want to get into some deeply rooted being present, spiritual practice on the level that Tibetan Buddhists can handle, this supernatural that comes with it. First Nations people of North America, the indigenous people of North America, have such a ready access to their spiritual guides. It makes my head swim when I get into a relative spiritual space with anything having to do, brushing up anywhere close to it. I immediately just, my head swims. It's such a different, there's a spiritual flavor to it. We're going to get into some tarot. We got the wheel here. The Wheel of Fortune. Did I drop anything else? I think I've had to abandon doing Zodiac tonight. That just didn't want to happen. Well, we could do that another night. Hi, Didi Tona. Louvre, hi. You just joined what happened. I got my head spun by tapping in close to someone who was First Nation that was deceased, that was talking to me through the veil. And wow, yeah. It's too trippy for me. It's so deep. It's so deep of like a sleep space. Yeah. Yeah, it's just I gotta be in a different room and a different environment to be able to tap into that. I might do that later in the day. Who's coming through here? What do we got? I'm just gonna keep reading on a general read here and see what comes through. A couple of pentacles here for us. What do we got? Cards? What do we got? Cards? Look, if you want to help grow the channel, subscribe right now and hit that notification button so you know when I'm coming back. But mostly subscribe and let as many hours as you can stand to have me join with you play in the background as you enjoy your day. The subscribers and the number of hours played is what gets us to the next level of YouTube interaction. Come on. What do we got? Anything? Come on. Come on. Shit. There's lovers here. What do we got? I'm going to take these top three that's still touching my hand here. It's a mess. And what's that? The Ace of Cups. So we have specifically, like there's a whole package of people doing their shit while this specific thing is happening right here with you, involving a lover and a big public proclamation of affection. They're coming in with a great big public, I think I'm in love with you kind of thing. And then the Ace of Cups right there with it. Let's read the Ace of Cups and make sure we're reading this properly. Get a clear understanding about what this lover is coming in with. And it's Ace of Cups straight up. So it's the house of the true heart. Joy, content, abode, nourishment, abundance, fertility, holy table, felicity hereof. This is a beautiful union. What is this? Is someone is genuinely in love with you and is going to come to you with a very public outpouring of affection. I smell a proposal. I smell a proposal. That's why there were so many people, because this is like everybody in your world that's going to be watching this happen for you. A Page of Pentacles. This is really dear. If you've got a proposal right now and you are wondering if this person, man, it is genuine. It is for them in their head. It's the real deal. It's the real deal in the way you think it's the real deal. But keep the communication lines open and those expectations communicated clearly. But they are over the moon for you. Page of Pentacles. Love me, say that you love me. Fool me, go on and fool me. Page of Pentacles. Inversed. It's the evil side of wealth, bad intelligence, also great riches. In any case, it shows prosperity, comfortable material conditions, but whether these are an advantage, the possessor will depend on whether the card is reversed or not. And it is reversed. What I'm getting is a lot of family drama, family money drama. Hi, Michelle Stringer. Three of Pentacles. You know how you solve this is, hey, I don't want any of your fucking money. Write me out of it right now. It's not a problem. Mediocrity in work and otherwise puerility, pettiness, and weakness. Yeah, I'm getting like, A, that is not that much fucking money for you to be going off about. And B, 2, is, I don't need your fucking money. You're not impressed. You're not impressed. But hey, let him have that whole let him have that drama. That's an easy one, right? That's an easy one. Let him have it. Don't try to correct them. Let him eat that. You know what they're bitching about. They're not going to be any of your business anyway. Like, not any more than that. You know where they'll be coming from, right? Let them have it. Don't bother trying to correct them. It's below you. All right. This crosses over to understanding in general. your worth, Ten of Pentacles, and then the Two of Wands. Not your worth specifically. Aquarius Star, thank you for all of the party hats. It's this is unrelated now. We've moved into the next one. Ten of Pentacles. No, Max, you go potty later. You're fine. You just went outside. Lay down right here, please. Nope, stay in here. Come here, Max. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Stay here with me. Lay down. You can do it. Lay down all the way. You go potty later. Lay down now. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, well, we're not going potty right now. You go potty later. Always training. Always training. Hi, Aquarius Star. Thank you for the hearts. The Ten of Pentacles. This is, of course, you know, gain and riches, family matters, archives, extractions, and the abode of a family. It's like everybody lives at their house, right? You got shit going on at your house. I don't care how much money or status you have. You got to go back to your house and deal with your fucking house. You might as well enjoy it. Like, make it your favorite place to be. Like, don't be afraid to get domestic. This is where you spend all your time. Enjoy your mortgage. Enjoy your rent. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll show you some love. You know I'll show you some love. Okay, Two of Wands. Somebody's hyped up. It's Friday night, baby. Surprise, wonder, enchantment, emotion, trouble and fear, but only just because it's a little exciting and some mild anxiety. But man, yeah, this is just like right on it. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. This is a good house. This is a good house. It's nice to get good news, yeah? It's good to get good news. We got the it's a happy house. Ain't nothing wrong with having a house you live in where people are laughing and loving being there. That's what you want, man. You better be watching your fucking back if you're in a house where people don't laugh. Okay, what else we got? Come on, Spirit. Throw it out at us. Let's go. Come on. You know the people will be here for it. Just keep on feeding it to me. I'm here. I'm right here. At your leisure. Page of Swords. Bring it through. Come on, Spirit. Let me have it. Throw it down. Throw it down for me. We got the Lovers in reverse here. And it was hesitant to tell us something here. With the Page of Swords. I don't want to get all antsy here. It doesn't mean there's a downfall in the Lovers information. It just might be a pause, or that there is something you're not supposed to see because the other person's coming through with a King of Cups. That's right, baby. All right. Aquarius Star. Ain't no motherfucker changing the thermostat. Ain't no motherfucker kicking my sheets off the bed. Ain't no motherfucker bitching about the flowers on my shower curtain. Yep. And ain't nobody eating my leftovers that I cooked all my food up for. I'm going to be eating on for 3 days. I have some motherfucker walk in and eat all my leftovers in one night. I don't care if it was cheap to cook. Get your ass in there and cook it again. Make some for me. What you got? What you got? Some boundaries here. There's some good love here. There's some good love here. But this isn't about you being lovers. You're going to have to figure out how to be partners. Cooperative. You know, 50-50. It's 100-100. Bring that hundo every time. Every time. If you're not giving me But 50? Who the fuck are you giving the other 50 to? You better be coming at your relationships you're having with 100%. 100%. Or go home and take a fucking nap. We're dropped out of a tower moment by having some boundaries for the people that we love and being able to communicate them clearly. Yeah? Come on now. Keep talking at you. Facts. I love it. Oh, I love coming to a place where people tell me I'm right. I'm dying. Oh, nice, nice. Making my night. This is how I want to spend my Friday night. Man, that will carry me. I'm going to be laying in bed going, there ain't no man in my house. That's right. All right. Page of Wands on its head and the world. That's how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it. In a mode of justice. It's what is, there's nothing wrong with judging what is right for you and what you won't tolerate, what you need for yourself. What you need a drink. You're going to hear me making bubbles over here in a minute. I've been up here for an hour on a Friday night, man. My smoke's done wore the fuck out. Yeah, this is just like, whoa. Ooh. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. That was the devil that just fell down on the floor over there. He doesn't want us to know he's watching. Just as straight up and pretty as you please. Just came to a perfect stop. All right. I'm watching you, motherfucker. I see you down there looking. Mm-hmm. I see you down there looking. You just stay down there. The Knight of Pentacles popped out just again right here. I wasn't going to read it. It popped out when we were peeking at the Diablo on the floor. But, all right. I'm getting attitude. I'm like, that just pissed me off. What is that coming from? That's the kind of thing when you wake up in the morning and you're in a shitty mood. Take a moment to discern what is yours and what isn't. It's like somebody that is trying to come up for, I got the fibromyalgia. That you can have fibromyalgia, but it is in the absence of every other explanation. And if you wake up pissed for no fucking reason at all, tune into that shit and try to figure out who is sending, who are you shadowing right now? There was only one other card that dropped out right on top of the Diablo. And it's the Ace of Swords inverted. And then we've got the 8 of Swords that landed upright against the book, talking about our Knight of Pentacles. So our Knight that we were avoiding was bringing this in. Got a whole substack here, but it was just leading me off neatly off the edge of the table here. We've got a message here we need to pay attention to. So we're going to start with the Knight of Pentacles, right? Because that's what was intended for us to see. Knight of Pentacles. Would you go lay down, please? It's not potty time. Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles. This is some save your bacon kind of stuff right here. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, utility, serviceableness, interest, responsibility, and rectitude, all on a normal and external plane. Somebody wants you to think that everything is just as it was. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Hi, user 123. Hi. Welcome. And Blanca Sinclair, hi. Glad to have you here. Aquarius Star, you are on fire. Let's see. So somebody wants you to just like think that everything's going along as normal while they are literally attempting you. They haven't succeeded in either way yet, but they are attempting to blind you to the facts. Okay? So she's wearing the blindfold. And in her upright position, we'll read them both directions and you can see what's at stake here. I see bad news and chagrin, violent chagrin, crisis center power and trammel. So there's power, a power vacuum, or power being taken away through conflict and sickness. So it's a really stressful situation. The other way is disquiet and difficulty, opposition, accident, treachery, what's unforeseen. So instead of having anxiety and being sick from it, it's the same situation, but they're going to bitch slap you. But that hasn't been decided yet because they don't know that you know. They think that you're going on thinking that everything is just like it was 5 minutes ago while they execute this plan. And the other card that fell down here with me is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. What is it they don't want you to know? That the devil is watching, that this is intentional. Two of Wands, reversed. Surprise, wonder, enchantment, emotion, trouble, and fear. Now this was on the floor, about equidistance, solitary, between the two cards over there with the devil and the Ace of Swords upside down. And then the two over here, what we're supposed to see or think that is at risk. The only thing in between the two is whether or not you're going to get caught up in the feels until they decide whether or not they're going to come at you. I'm getting the advice on this is, every time you walk out your door, you're at risk, right? Of having a freaking meteor land on your head. You could get caught up, and this seems counterintuitive, being a reader of trying to help you with your future and make sense of your past, to try to guide you away from finding more information about you for your own safety and peace of mind. But what it is here also is be careful to not get caught up with feeling compelled to know everything that's going to happen next. Relax, take a beat, breathe, take a break from tarot for a while if you need to. And then just be in the present moment. And then use that experience to calibrate so that you realize that, yeah, everything I am getting from these readings is still tracking. I don't, even whenever I don't have that input, it's not like you're watching this and this is influencing what you're looking at. When you step away from here and you have time away from external input about how things are operating in your world, you should still come to the same general baseline of your experience. If you're getting big spikes of anxiety, or you're getting big spikes of like almost an addictive feeling to when's the next reading coming out, this is your indication to skip the next reading. Let's skip the next 24 hours of getting reading and focus on what you are perceiving. Tune in your own senses, calibrate, and then return to tarot, return to readers for, just a little more ease, and you don't have to do that processing. You can gain this same objectivity, but it does require you to disassociate from all of this for a hot minute. Okay, yeah. I didn't pull anything specific. It was like you could dive into that and try to find out what they're trying to plan. But they don't even know what the fuck they're trying to plan. And you already know who these haters are. You already know the people in your life that are trying to operate at that level. What you're attempting to do is to live in a constant state of paying attention to low vibe people, and that causes you stress. And that's not you living in your high vibe. Go be present in your high vibe. Fuck these clowns. Fuck these clowns. Okay, we're gonna get one more here. We're gonna get one more read. One more read. I'm gonna pull those. I'm not gonna pull those off the floor. I get that we need to park the Diablo over there until we close this section. Close this session. And in that way, we are practicing holding our awareness, not getting caught off and seduced. Because when we get that anxiety about having to know, especially if you catch a reader that's really hitting it for you and really seems to be hitting it on point, you don't know when that has a flavor of anxiety to it. You'll know. What are we doing here? There's something else here to be known. This is how you do it. You just stop what you're doing and just be still for a minute. Take a breath. If you can't be still long enough to just breathe in and out once. And boy, what a reset that does for you. Tenses, release the tension, just delivers oxygen to the muscles. Okay, what are we reaching for here, really? What are we reaching for? We're reaching here for a blessing? Are we reaching here for a blessing? What is this? Oh, hi guys. This is everybody that was in the lobby across the veil. They have been watching our program with us. There are some features and electrons on like fire and wind and elemental things as lightning through the wires and across the space. They can participate in that. They can observe us when they need to. And I am inclined to think that this digital broadcasting over radio waves allows them to tap into this just as easily. What I'm getting is this is like a show close where the entire cast comes out on Saturday Night Live. I am feeling the presence of a crowd in a lobby on the other side of a doorway. Like there's the doorway to a glass office building, and I can see into the lobby, and there's like 150 people standing in this lobby. And it's really tall ceilings. This is the lobby of a skyscraper office building. And they are lit from above. I can see the lights on the floor and sort of cast over, so I can't see faces, but I can see figures. And that whole crowd has been hanging out with us. That might be you. It's the same kind of energy. I get that these are your pairings. These are your spiritual pairings from across the veil. There's just this room. I can't access the room, but I can see that they are happy and smiling. I can't see them smiling, but I can see their body language. They're all like, she sees us, yay! It's like the crowd you see when a ship docks from some kind of, ticker tapes and shit like that. They're having a party in there. It's like New Year's in there right now. I'm so glad they could join us. I'm so glad you could join us. Thank you for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm Cece, your host with Angel Radio Tarot. We've been tuning in, talking with our friends on the other side of the veil, talking with some older relatives that have passed on. We had a couple of questions. Tonight was a early bird special. With our first 3 questions were free, and then it was Venmo contributions after that. I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you for the hearts and the smileys and your good company and all your wonderful comments about just everything we've shared here tonight. Hit that notification bell so that you know when I'm coming back on live again. I'll try to schedule these now. I tried to schedule one tonight. I don't know what happened to the schedule. I don't know what, like, I tried to find the setup and I couldn't find it. But yeah, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm coming up and when there's another live coming scheduled. Look for the shorts and look for your opportunity to win your first commenter free read giveaway. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Thank you. Have a good night.